This forest is cursed. Okay, you might be wondering what the hell am I talking about and what is even going on, so we have to start at the beginning. In 1987, Jeff Rick locked himself in his lab and said that he will not leave until he will cure Menmo. If anyone is wondering what that is, it's a deadly disease that puts you in a coma for around 8 months, and then it forces you to it forces your brain to shut down. I don't really know the specifics since I'm not a doctor, but let's just continue. So Jeff Rick stayed in that lab for months. Then one day he suddenly disappeared, and the military fenced off the forest that Jeff Rick's lab was located in. Okay, so clearly something is not right here, but we can't draw any conclusions yet. Let's look at another incident that happened in 2012. 3 friends decided to drive somewhere, I can't remember where specifically, and then they accidentally, in quotation marks, crashed into a forest that we're talking about. 2 days later, 2 of them were rescued by a helicopter. The details of why were hidden by the officials, because of course they are. So all this is incredibly weird, and I don't know why any of this happened, but I have a few theories. Okay, I'm just trying to rationalize the unrationalizable, so stick with me. Maybe the reason why the military had to seal off the forest is just because there was an accident in the lab and the Menmo disease spread all over the forest, which, if you ask me, doesn't really make much sense, because it doesn't work like that. But let's just say it happened. Now, there's a lot of flaws with this theory because it doesn't explain why the doctors suddenly disappeared or why the helicopter rescued those 2 people. Wait. There was 3 people that originally went into the forest in 2012. Why was only 2 of them rescued? That doesn't make sense. Okay, hold on. It's weird and all, but maybe it's just a typo or something. Let's continue. So, my next theory is that, actually, I have nothing to say here. I genuinely have no idea what's going on, at all. So I guess I leave it to you guys, maybe? Wait. I know.
Dit met van object vaststellen. Dit de nervier. Blijft de zwaarvoet met nota. Siroffen van police experiment en zalier experiment net. Siroffen het bernauwend project. De moeite vierproeven. Jekt dit neerproeven versnamen. Ja, nou, nepielsrop. Diesen dit kiddas agit en zie dit roig. De arsnatse klof was zo ik past. De boskita. Versnamen de rofos nilpiet zwont mrofsnersta. Zie dit nemen roig. En this nest must be amid negers lilt nemirect helst de drastiek flas worden de drastsnif net men not nemirect helst er is nelang gespest de drastiek sereis romstik gespest de gasigik was. Roig en nafest volk mak nevies neboskik de arskik tauger dam wonsta. Snamrof malen nif les mit kalik tauger dam won zie dit en roig en nafest de gasigik en neskort rachos zou ik zie dit nemen an aktiv. De acht en fjouwen aktiv feir.